student, bro. I actually had one student recently. This was back in March, who he sent me a DM random one day. He's quiet, right? Never seen him in the chat. Never talked in my Discord before. It just smacks everybody with a $54,000 payout. This is a college student, bro. 22-year-old. $54,000 in a month.
It is.
That's life-changing money.
In college? Oh yeah, that's life-changing.
And you're talking about this is an individual who, at the end of the day, put in the work. And again, like, people can look at it two ways. It's like, oh no, that guy's payout was fake, you know, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But then that's just their own insecurities and them trying to project their own insecurities onto that individual, because he was able to do it. And he might be younger than you, he might be older than you, but he was able to do it. And maybe some individual still hasn't done it yet, you know?
And then the question is, what's your excuse? But they don't have any.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
that's valid.
they always say that they don't have time, but listen, we all got the same 24 hours. So hey, it's how you use it. It's your 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, you choose how you use your 24 hours.
Big facts.
Yeah.
We got some more here, and then Rumble as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and then from this point forward, we'll go, what, 20 up? All right. All right, so I'll read these ones that came in before. Okay, Words of Wisdom goes, big shout out to Raul and Q, setting the bar high in the industry.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
That's
he
my
was
boy.
at the,
Shout out to Words of
podcast.
at the
event.
summit.
Yeah.
I just
Shout
did a
out to him.
podcast with him too.
We
He
did a
just
podcast with him
posted
too,
it.
yeah.
Yeah?
I did one too, yeah.
Dope.
Shout out to him.
Trade Beginner goes, which broker do you guys suggest? I tried Ethan's Market for a few months, but I was thinking of trying someone different through TradingView.
That's perfectly fine as well. There's a lot of there's a lot of great brokers on TradingView, so it really just depends on what you're trying to trade.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we got JC Garcia, taxes for full-time day trader. How do you do a LLC? Oh, that's a good question.
Well, it's a bit more complex than that, but I feel like, yeah, like, definitely have a business account. You know, because as you're withdrawing your profits, that could be considered as business income. But yeah, like,
trading is a business. Like, you can invest into different trading software, such as trading journals that there's a monthly subscription for. Your office setup is also all a write-off as well.
Yeah.
And depending on
Office
if you
of the
trade,
house.
you know,
And the cars too.
that's
not,
different.
Not really.
Not like trading specific.
Okay.
Right, but like
Separate.
and yeah, like, some trading taxes are all taxed differently. Like, if you trade forex or futures, you get taxed at a 60-40 split as well.
Yeah, I'm not like a 37%.
You can use it for marketing or no?
What?
The car?
Depends. It depends on what car. Like, for example, like my G-Wagon isn't like my business name, because I actually drive that car every single day. So technically that's a business expense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Certain cars, like my Lambo and everything, definitely not. I feel like, you know, like, it's gonna be like a no-brainer. But
It's a sketchy situation.
it's very, very sketchy. But I feel like it is possible to do certain things, but not every single car
Not everything,
qualifies.
yeah.
You know?
But you buy your cars in cash, right?
But majority of my cars.
Yeah.
That's why I have a lot of titles. You know what I'm saying? So personally, because I feel like, you know, if you're trying to buy a car that costs, you know, like $1 million and that kind of stuff, if you can't even put down at least 50% of the car, or even pay it off, then
What's the point?
Then wait it
shouldn't
out.
have it.
Because the worst thing that you can do for like a supercar is to have a big ass bill every single month. That's a headache.
Sucks,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? $20K for a car. What? That's a lot of fucking money.
crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Versus $2,000, $3,000. That's cool, because that's light work. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So,
doable.
yeah, it's doable, definitely.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. We got Tony goes, opinion on student loans. Do you guys think it's a smart move if I go into debt to get a degree that is really in demand and pays really well, 6 figures in the medical field? I live cheap and am really disciplined with money. Could pay it off fast.
Well, I feel like this right here. Like, I was going into the medical field at one point in time also.
You want to be a doctor, bro?
No, a nurse, actually.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, and then I was going for physical therapy assistant and that kind of stuff also, like, before I said F it, you know. So the thing with that is that I feel like there's too many opportunities out here nowadays to then, you know, spend 4 or 5 years or 6 years into like a field that only makes 6 figures.
Yeah.
That you're going to be pretty much working probably 70% of the time anyways.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Versus actually trying to take advantage of, like, you know, a program or, like, you know, a trade in some kind of way to actually make those same 6 figures in a short amount of time.
I'd rather nowadays pay for a course and learn the skill than go to school and spend 4 years, bro.
The courses are still underrated. It's crazy to me. Like, you're learning something that took the person that pretty much is teaching it in a couple of months at times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, like, people just underrate courses based on who is selling the course. The fact that, like, people underrate, even me, because I don't look like a professor, but have a shit ton of fucking knowledge, and I made a shit ton of money, but also I made other students make a shit ton of money as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't even look at that aspect of things. So, like, they judge the person on how their appearance is to see, like, if they can learn from that person based on how that person looks, which doesn't make any kind of sense, because they can have all the knowledge inside the world and everything.
It's true.
Yeah.
We got what else do we got here? Okay. Kai is the guy. As knowing Raul directly, he is definitely one of the best traders in the game. I lost my job back in 2019, and he paid my bills for 6 months, helping me get back on my feet. Don't ever sleep on him. All love, bro. KY, keep going.
Oh, wow.
I haven't heard from you in a while.
Love. Yeah.
Shit.
Shout out to
to
that.
you, bro. El Nawa goes, Raul and Q are my boys. Love to see two legends coexist. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, when I saw you guys take a picture together, I was like, yo, I need you two on the podcast because that's legendary, bro.
I mean, like I see him every now and again. Like he just busy.
Okay, I see you guys, but I don't see you guys like together like that though. You feel me? Like you guys be doing your thing.
Yeah, because I remember like he got his thing going on. Like I got a bunch of companies and everything I'm trying to run. So I feel like we're both busy, but when we get caught up, it's all love, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never ever beef, but people just see it that way on Instagram because they just want to make something that's not really anything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They try to start crap between you two?
Sometimes people are bored, you know?
Wow.
But I feel like in trading especially, you guys are like brands and like people don't understand that you're your own brand. So it's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, our name, the name itself is the brand, but also like, you know, whatever company that we come out with, like our name is behind it as well. So like our name holds weight to whatever we even touch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like any kind of brand, like his brands and that kind of stuff. If he opens up a brand new brand like right now, like it's gonna push based on who he is.
Who he is.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's very important to actually just keep like a good face.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then we got here, JBX goes, we are both your guys' main confirmations you guys look for before taking a trade. Okay, what are both your guys' main confirmations you guys look for before taking a trade? I've been trading for 2 years now. Big fan of you guys.
Well, for me, I'll say that like, you know, I try to actually hit at least like 3-4 confirmations depending on what type of you know, setup I'm actually trying to look for.
What is a confirmation?
It's like certain things that you have to actually see before you even say I want to execute that trade at that point in price.
Yeah,
you know?
sure. It's all part of your trading plan, your trading system.
Yeah, so like I mean, I'm looking at my time frame correlation. I'm looking at how like my candlestick looks. I'm looking at how even like how much volume is in that overall area of the market, if it's in a consolidation zone or not. It's a few things, you know what I'm saying? But it depends on the kind of setup because I feel like, you know, every single setup that I do take inside the market is case by case. It's never the same thing.
Yeah, it's never the same.
Okay, so difference.
It's like the similar workflow, but different setups. I use different tools at different times. So I mean, it's always at least like 3 confirmations. So I feel comfortable with even taking that kind of trade, knowing that it's a high chance that I'm going to win that trade.
And that makes it not gambling because you're taking calculated risks off of what you confirm.
Yeah,
Okay?
so it's not like I see one confirmation and then all of a sudden I'm good.
Trade.
No,
Right.
No, it's
I
not
need
like
at
that.
least a couple so it lines up and everything enough to say, you know, I'm confident on that certain trade.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what differentiates it from gambling.
Exactly.
yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone's going to go about their way and how they trade very differently. I mean, for me personally, it's like a combination of everything. It's not just like 1 or 2 confirmations that I need to see before I'm
Takes
like,
on.
okay, I'm taking this position. It's like, okay, well, after doing my entire analysis, then it's like, okay, now I need to analyze the risk. What's the potential risk on this trade if I do lose money? And what's the potential reward? It's like, okay, you know, I'm not going to go into a position risking $20,000 to only make $10,000 or $5,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go into a position risking $20,000 to try and make at least $40,000. That's like the overall objective and goal. But the thing about trading is that like price action in trading is never going to be perfect. You know, you can go in with like a $20,000 risk, maybe pull out 15 just because price action came all the way back and hit a trailing stop loss. So like when it comes to my confirmation,
it's R&Rs and that kind of stuff also.
yeah,
you know?
like you have your planned risk to reward ratio,
Gotcha.
and then you have like your actual risk to reward ratio, which depending on your win rate will determine your profitability and the longevity or not. You know, so like when it comes down to like my price action confirmations, it really has to do with a lot of things. It has to do with supply and demand, the actual price action candlesticks themselves. Is price acting rejecting an area of that supply and demand level? Is price action trending, consolidating? Like it's a ton of different concepts that I need to put together in that specific situation because day after day the situation changes.
Yeah.
Right.
I do wish that we could have had a computer up here and then, you know, get on some charts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
We got one right here.
Well, no, like as far as like,
No, his like setup.
well, no, like, you know, like a trading view chart and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying,
gotcha.
do some shit, but you know, that would have been cool. Yeah, but this is the kind of this is the platform that we mainly analyze on.
Okay.
For the main fact that it's great with data. It looks very, very clean and it offers all the assets that we do trade normally.
Okay. So what am I looking at here?
Yeah, well,
Right now, you're looking at USD/JPY on the daily time frame.
Okay.
At this point in time, the market is a bit more bullish on USD/JPY. It still has a level of resistance that's coming up within the next. I can't really see like what it says.
Can't read the price.
I can't read the price, but it pretty much has a resistance, pretty much you know, not too far away from where it currently is like right now, but it's still mainly on an uptrend at this point in time. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I mean, I could go on all day about this, but I need. You know,
I see gold,
It'd be
silver.
better if the computer was right here.
yeah. I need like
You know what
right
I'm
now, and
saying?
then I could do some shit, but I can't do anything.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, that's our. This is like our
That's
probably
the charting
Holy Grail?
platform.
most of the day.
It's a charting platform.
You're on this most of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take us through a day. Sorry.
I was gonna ask. I mean, we're big critics of the mainstream media. We think, obviously there's a bunch of fake news on there. But it seems to me that the mainstream media plays a big role in this.
Yeah.
How often are you guys watching the news?
Well, see, like I'm learning fundamentals. I'm more of a technical trader, which means that I don't really read fundamental analysis too much, which means economic news and that kind of stuff.
Economic
I don't
data.
really touch on economic news too much, but I'm very, very good at my technicals. So technicals meaning using like I'm drawing on the chart to pretty much pinpoint certain areas of support or resistance and that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
To then anticipate like my next move in a market. That's how I trade.
Okay.
But there's some people that
Is
pretty
that more
much,
expert level stuff that you don't need to watch the news and
I
you
feel
just
like
kind of know?
Not
So-
necessarily. I mean, there's different types of trading. You have people that trade solely based off of fundamental analysis. You have people that trade solely based off of technical analysis. And you have people who combine the both
Yeah.
that trade based off of fundamentals and technical analysis. Like the best thing.
Fundamentals the news?
Fundamentals
okay.
is basically
But the-
all types of economic
Yeah.
data and like world events.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
bad thing
You know?
about the only fundamental news is that like they don't really understand a good entry opportunity and that kind
Yeah.
of stuff because they're looking at like the more broader perspective of the charts, daily time frame, the weekly. They're looking all the way out here versus me. I'm pretty much on the charts. Like I'm on the lower time frame, seeing a bit more data movements.
Gotcha.
So I have a better chance of having a trade that sees a bit less drawdown than that person that's pretty much zoomed all the way outside.
Gotcha.
Because they're more focused on what might take months to actually play out.
Yeah.
I'm more focused on what might play out in the next like 4 hours,
Gotcha.
a day or 2 days.
Because you're looking at it from a nuanced micro level, so you're able to really get into the details and
Correct,
see what
correct.
the hell's going on
So,
and really analyze.
There's a saying that says, have your bias based on fundamentals, but have your technicals or your entries based on technicals, which means that you're a bit more in tune with like, what is considered as a good entry and that kind of stuff based on like getting like a better risk to reward versus the person that's pretty much doing like a fundamental standpoint. They probably don't even use a big lot size and that kind of stuff based on like how much fluctuation might happen before that news might play out eventually.
Gotcha.
With me, I could actually up my leverage or like up my lot size and that kind of stuff a bit more because I'm more on the charts. On the
You
lower
do the
time frames
work
and
on the
everything.
front end, so you could take the risk on the back end because you know what you're doing. So
Correct, yeah.
because you know the intricate details, you've looked at the patterns. Okay, I'm very confident at this because I understand the nuances. I understand
Yeah.
this pairing to a significant degree, so I can go ahead and make decisions based on my knowledge versus relying on
Exactly.
mainstream media or whatever.
But keep in mind, like if I learn fundamentals like how I aspire to learn it eventually, then I'll be a lot better. But at the same time, like what is working for me has been working for me for years and years and years and
Gotcha.
years.
Right.
So
Okay.
like I'm not in a rush to learn something that's gonna benefit me like right now because I'm doing pretty well
pretty
at
good.
what I do exactly. So
Okay.
It also
eventually-
depends too. It also depends on your trading system because if you're like a longer term trader where you're holding trades for days on days and weeks on weeks, then
Correct.
you're gonna have to be in tune
With
with
fundamentals.
fundamental
Correct.
analysis versus someone like me where I'm looking to get in and out of the market within the same
same
hour,
day
2
or time, yeah.
hours. You know what I mean? Like
Well, no, scalping is within minutes.
Yeah,
5
that's-
minutes.
that's
10
a bit
minutes.
within a day.
Yeah.
Minutes.
yeah, that's a bit different. I'm looking to get out pretty much within like the first 3 hours of that trading session.
Some scalpers like take like